What's up, Nitro Nation? Muggy Maniac is... No, he's not in the cave. No, he's not at the Brab spot. He is out in front of the cave. Alright, it's gonna be dark in about 45 minutes. Gets dark at 6:30. It's like what? West Coast time, 6:40. I mean 5:40, I'm sorry. Anyway, started out, today I was gonna do a little bench tuning. I was gonna run the techno. Then I was gonna run, obviously run the buggy. Run the techno and then the buggy. Get a double action. Well, guess what? What we have here is a failure of a servo. Fucking Savbox, man. So as you guys know, the high-tech one, older one, went out, steering, XTM, Mammoth, trucking on steroids. Then, this morning, running the techno with, the resurrected from the ashes of almost death, the Legend Rex 28.8, my first one ever that I had, and I have another one coming. This will be my, third, fourth one now. I remember, that's funny, Elite RC, shout out to Elite. What's up, Elite, my brother from another mother. Just talked to him earlier, probably will talk to him maybe in a little while. We've been kind of playing phone tag, hit and miss, because he's doing his Sunday drag racing thing. So I'm like, you know what? I got tomorrow off. It's a 3-day weekend. Yesterday, awesome time with moms. Went to this place on the beach over by where I live, Belmont Shores, called Nick's on 2nd Street. Man, I don't know. If you want to know what a $25 breakfast tastes like, it tastes like the bomb. But anyway, yeah, so, it's cool because life is good. God is good, like I said before. Regardless of what anybody thinks, says, feels, this channel is just something that I don't need. But out of the kindness of my heart, I chose to do a channel to share with people what my experience is, what I have learned in my last 5 years of eating, sleeping, breathing, shitting 8-scale nitro. Not just the weekends, not just here and there. I'm talking every single day. There's not a day that goes by in the last 5 years, not even one. It might have been only a couple hours out of the day, or maybe not even 30 minutes, that I haven't done something in nitro. Whether it's on the computer, researching, looking for something, whether it's, cleaning something, whether it's some kind of wrenching, something. 5 years, I have not missed a beat. So, like I said, I started this channel to help people out and share with what I learned. Now along the way, bumps and bruises and stuff, and the whole drama of YouTube, and he said, she said, and it's your channel. Do what you want to do and live with the results, which I have. Does everything that I've done on my channel to a lot of people's liking? Probably more than none. A lot of haters out there, and I knew that coming into this, doing the channel that I decided the way to do it, 100% real, calling how I see it, no smoke and mirrors, no smoke up people's ass, no sugarcoating, nothing. Just real, raw, Muggy Maniac, 8-scale, brapping, wrenching, gearhead shit. Like I said, my channel is I don't drink anymore, but is the have a couple beers, have a cigarette or your vape, talk some shit after work, greasy, wrenching, grease monkey guys. This is not the feel good. This is not, we don't want to hurt anybody's feel. This is busting your balls channel. My brothers, those that are, my true Nitro brothers, they get it. And even I was talking to a leader earlier, and he said, out of all these hundreds of people that you'll ever get, or you'll ever, have subscribed, whatever, you're only going to find a couple that'll be your friends till the end, man. And I've already told you guys I found them. Elite RC is one of them. John Bodegel is another one of them. These are guys that I have personal contact with. It's not just comment. We have personal numbers. We contact each other, you know, when we're not busy. Sometimes we're so busy, you know, we're too busy, you know, with either our family or whatever to, you know, to keep in contact. But still, you know what I mean? We know we got each other's backs, you know. There's, you know, 1/5 RC. He's can't wait for me to run the Techno with the newly revisited Nova with the ceramic bearings and the DLC coated crank. But the high tech, I mean the Savox took a shit in the throttle, and I almost lost my Techno, man. It was pretty close, pretty scary there. You know, and I'm just tripping out. I'm like, that's. And then I went to go fire up this thing, and the freaking steering servo on this took a shit. Another Savox. So that's 2 Savox and a high tech. Big names, big brands, takes a shit. The only servos that I haven't tried, and the JXO ones, I'm cool with those for now. The only other one that I haven't tried that's high end, and I know they're pricey, but I gotta try them. I know Raja 111 uses them, and he loves them, is the Protex. Those are the only ones because they're pricey. So guess what? Next Bitcoin Muggy Maniac's gonna have to get me a $150 servo, 2 of them. Okay, because I don't know, I'm just not chancing running my, you know, my top whips. You know, this is my beater, my thrasher. You know, the Kyosho would be more of my, you know, weekend type thing. This is my beater upper, just like the XTM is my beater upper. You know what I mean? I take care of it, don't get me wrong, and I don't abuse it. Okay, nobody can say that I abuse my shit. You know, there's people out there that, you know, just figure if they blow it up or whatever, they break it, so what? They'll just go buy another one. I'm not that person. So anyway, those guys also, Just Joe and Connor Wickby. So I got John Bodegel, Elite RC, Just Joe, 1/5 RC, and Connor Wickby. These 5 guys I know got my back. And we've all had our bumps and bruises, and we've all had our disagreements, and we're always going to have that. But in the end of it, we're still bros, man. You know? What was that old saying? Bros before hoes? Bros before freaking trolls. How's that? Freaking YouTube trolls. But anyway, so that's this servo took a shit. So what I ended up doing is taking the other Savox out of the XTM, the steering one, which was still good. Threw it in this one. So I've got I've got the Savox in this one, and I got both Savoxes. Now I've had issues with these Savoxes before, but not that often. The one in the Techno is the longest running Savox I've had. I've had it since I've had the Techno, and it just now took a shit. But, you know, at least Techno's gonna, I mean, at least Savox will take care of it. It's gonna take me a minute. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna deal. I mean, they're gonna give me one anyway, but I don't know if I'm gonna use Savox. I'll just keep them for backups. I'm gonna try Protex, man, and just stick with the JXs. The JXs, I have only had one issue with it, and like I said, it was my fault. So I haven't had any issues with those JXs. They're pretty decent servos. So anyway, shout out to those 5 guys, man. Those are my brothers. We're in the trenches together. We're brapping together. So anyway, we are going to rip for another 20, 30 minutes. We'll run a tank. Not too much. We are going to rip this Novarossi 28.8 Rex Legend MM modded. Okay, it's got the DLC coated crank and the ceramic bearings in it. And we're going to scream this bitch with the Triton pipe on here. Okay, because we got to rock the Triton. And it's on there anyway. So I just pulled this whole shit out, the clutch and all. I think I've got the Serpent clutch in there with max slide, or yeah, and I got a 14 pinion. So anyway, I just pulled this whole shit out of the Techno, and bam! And this thing's beat up. Remember, this thing is a motor of mine that's the most seasoned. This is what, if you take care of an Novarossi, break it in right, the right way, run the CTOS 6 plugs or whatever plug it comes with, until after you break it in, then maybe you can change it, you know, and put a fresh plug on it, which is what I did with this. But anyway, take care of it, maintain it. Yes, it did break a crank. It was down. This thing hasn't been fired up in like, geez, what, a month, 2 months? So, I haven't really messed with the carburetor, so we should still be good. Might have to do a little bit of adjusting on the bottom end, but anyway. Let's fire this baby up. Let's see what she's got. Let me set the camera up over here So you guys, I don't know, you guys are going to be looking at the sun maybe? I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see something. Just don't want nobody to run over my damn phone. Alright, people. Warmed up. I'm running really rich right now. Get her warmed up. Oh yeah, she definitely wants to get ripping, people. The little buggies, loving that MM modded Nova. Man, I love this Triton pipe, man. People, now she's getting nasty. All right. I can't tell the difference As far as the DLC coated crank, the bearings, they're not even worn in yet, so. I'm running it, not real rich, but pretty rich, because, I don't know, I just like running my motors rich. I'll lean it out as soon as I get a little warmer. I'll tell you what, running big motors in buggies is pretty fun. And this motor's stopped. I mean, except for the DLC coated crank and the ceramic bearings. We'll see the temperature, how it is. Bone stock Nova and the MBX getting sideways. They stick up high, so if you do flip it, you're not going to touch your head. Oh yeah. You want to pull the front end up, man. And this thing don't even have any tires on it. Look at those things. Those things are slicks. Look at those slicks, people. And this bitch still wants to pull the front end up on this bad boy. I'm telling you, man, this stock wrecks. Busting my camera up, people. Oh yeah, still there? Okay. Sorry about that. Well, that's more than a splutter, but she is running rich. Maybe lean her out a little. she will idle all day long. Alright, people. My phone is just slowly falling apart. It's okay, because I'm getting a new damn phone. Like I told you, people. What are we in? 20 minutes? Alright, I think I'm almost empty. I'm good. It's getting dark. I'm getting a little crazy out here. I'm beating up this Nova. Okay, people, this will be the only, and I repeat, the only stock motor that I'll ever own. Okay? Let's get that clear. But it's not even stock. My personal opinion, and don't take this the wrong way, people. All right, stock motors are scrub motors. Okay? Now I'm not saying if you own a stock motor, you're a scrub. All I'm saying is a stock motor is for scrubs. It's for newbies, rookies, you know, beginners. Yeah, just to get a feel for nitro and, you know, get your feet wet and, you know. Hey, I was a scrub for what, 2 years? I think 2 years? I was a scrub for 2 years, man. So I know a scrub is, you know, I'm not calling, like I said, anybody a scrub, but I took it as I was a scrub. Because I own an RTR, which was the Muggy, the XTM, you know. Chuggy on steroids, and you know, I had stock motors, nothing modded. So you know, I was a scrub. I was once a scrub too. You know, and to each his own. You know, if stock motors does it for you, then have at it. But I don't think that if you put it this way, anybody, and I don't care who you are, unless you don't have a pulse, if you try a modded motor over a stock motor, okay, you guys still there? Damn, it's freaking windy. If you try a stock motor over a, you know, or try a modded motor, and you have a stock motor, and you can't say honestly that it feels way better, way more power, etc., 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 then I don't know what to tell you. Just, I think nobody's, you know, until you experience, it's hard to explain. Some people that are getting into mods, you'll experience, trust me. And it didn't take me very long after dealing with modified motors. You know, the first 3 motors I've ever had, in my Nitro career, were from Rick. Modded Nova, 28.8, modded Reds, modded Pico. I just happened to pick. I did my research and I did my homework. I was smart about it. I was like, if I'm going to do modded motors, my first modded motors, they're not going to be just some regular, just whatever, you know. They're going to be like top notch, creme de la creme. And all 3 of my motors were Italian. You guys have seen my older videos, and that's, you know. My next ones are going to be only 1 Italian. 1 Italian and 2 Chinamans. But, you know, hey. You know, Chinamans deserve a fair shake, too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're nothing compared to the Italians. And then, you know, if you think so, you have no idea. The only .21 Chinaman that I'll ever own is the one I have, and it's going to be modified when I get it back from you-know-who. So, you know, because I ran it stock, the OS, and it was decent, but compared to my, you know, modified Reds, nothing, not even close. Even that R5R, that new Reds that I have that, you know, is semi-stock, because I did some mod work to that too. I'm going to run that thing next, but, you know, I pulled it out of the buggy because I wanted to get the Rex Legend resurrected from the ashes of death. It reminds me of that Vader. I mean, I remember Darth Vader, when he first became Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine. Those of you guys that know Star Wars or like Star Wars, whatever. And Vader's laying on the table, and he says, in that deep, wicked voice says, Vader. Or he says, what did he say? I think he says, Vader, rise. Something like that. I don't know if he says it like that, but just the way he said it. And then Darth Vader said, eh, he like leaned up and got off of the table. And I was like, oh shit. Darth Vader is in effect. So that's this thing. This thing got knocked the hell out by the XTM, and it has resurrected from the ashes, better, stronger, badder, faster, more powerful than it was before. I took a stock bone stock Rex Legend that has 3 gallons through it. This thing has 3 gallons of fuel through it. Okay, and of those of you, the only person that I know personally is Mr. Za. His has got like almost 10, but it's modded. This is a bone stock, except for the ceramic bearings and the DLC coated crank. And I beat the snot out of this thing, but I gave birth to it and broke it in the right way, maintained it, took care of it. Even when it was down and out, it was cleaned and polished and greased up and wrapped individually every piece and put in a box until now. And this thing is nasty, and it's stock. Wait till I put ceramic bearings in my modified, and wait till I get my other modified back from the you-know-who. I'm going to have 2 badass Novorossi Rex Legend next level modified motors. Because this, even though it's got a little mod to it, it's not even next level. Bone stock anything is not next level. Next level is modified. Okay? Bone stock is not some scrub pipe with the little rubber deal on it. And for those of you that want to know, is this what they say it is? This 2148 Triton pipe? Oh, hell yes. This thing has more bottom and mid than my 9886 with the 41032. As far as mods, this isn't even modded. This is, like I said, and this thing here, this pipe, and it's got a, look at that, it's got a conical header on it. There ain't no 41032 type header on there. That's just the way you run it. Just like Lance told me. Run this pipe, this combo, and trust me, on any motor, you will see power increase. And this thing is even nastier now. I almost want to keep this motor in the buggy. The hell with putting anything else in. I'll save my other 2 reds for my other buggy. Because I'm getting another buggy. I'm getting another 2 buggies anyway. I'm going to have 4. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. I'll have 4 modified .21s. All of them Italian, except for 1. By the way, I got one coming. I got a pipe coming. I got a header coming. I got some Novorossi limited edition goodies that are coming with my motor that I'm pretty excited about. And I know another guy is excited about it too. By the way, shout out to this guy. He's back in the saddle as far as in my cavalry. Mr. Fritz, welcome back on the Muggy channel. Like I told you, there's no hard feelings. Anytime you need anything, bro, I got you, man. Just ask. Yeah, you got my email. I know you're over there in Australia or Africa or wherever, halfway across the world. But hey, man, if there's something, I even told this guy, if there's something you really need that I can afford, unfortunately, I ain't sending no freaking motors or nothing. Other than that, I'll hook you up, because he has a hard time getting stuff in Africa where he's at. Any Nitro stuff. Not even MIP tools. I told him the MIP tools, I can't help you on that one. But I might have some decent tools. I might make the guy a little care package. I know it probably cost me $50 to send the damn thing. He said he'd pay for the shipping though. So if we can set something up, Fritz, if you're watching this video, hit me up on the comment. Tell me what you need, and I'll tell you what I can set up, and I'll ship it to you, and you pay the shipping, and I'll give you the stuff for free, bro. But keep it reasonable. I'm not Daddy Warbucks. Muggy Maniacs, ain't skipping any meals. But, I ain't Daddy Warbucks, got money coming out my ears like some of these guys do. But anyway, yeah, I'll do that for you, man. Because I know he's in Australia, he's in Africa, and he can't get a lot of shit. He can't even get DE shit. Like, I've got extra stuff that I can send you. Just tell me what you need, make a list, what you want, what you need, what you can't get, and I'll see what I can do for you. Can't make any promises as far as I can send you some stuff, but, don't go bananas on me. Like I said, the MIP tools, well, you're on your own on that one. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he felt bad because he can't get in on the contest. Because, But I don't know. I mean, he could get on the contest if he wants to pay the shipping for the motor. Because I'm giving away a motor, people. I'm giving away a Hyper 21 OFNA that I am personally going to modify. I'm giving it away with some of the muggy stands. I'm going to, well, actually one. I'm going to throw in a muggy stand. These badass stands. I got to refix this one. That are foldable. Okay, we're going to throw in one of those. And, you know, maybe some other goodies. The Muggy just likes to give back, man. I always will give back to Nitro in any way that I can, you know, so people, they can say what they want. All the haters out there, all you people, by the way, shout out to all the thumbs down, man. Keep it up, thumbs down, keep the thumbs down coming. I love it, man. I get more thumbs down, man. If I don't get any thumbs down, I'm pretty bummed out. I'm not too excited. If I get lots of thumbs up, thumbs down, I'm like, yes. The Muggy Maniac is still running a tight ship, still talking shit, still calling and seeing it how it is, still backing this shit up with facts. So that means that I'm ruffling feathers, because a lot of people don't like the truth, because sometimes the truth just plain hurts. Okay? And another thing too, man, for you guys out there, you know, if you guys are running, you know, street tires, I recommend find some kind of cheap pin ones, make them bald. These things are I'm surprised these things haven't torn yet. You seen this thing? This thing is pulling the front end up. I don't got no traction. There's no traction. These are slicks. These are my street slicks. So now we got to clean her up, doll her up real good, because she's not that dirty. We're going to take her out again, okay, because tomorrow's Labor Day, and we're going to run her like that, but we're going to throw the Badlands on this sucker. Run it just like that. We'll throw the fluorescent yellow Badlands on there to match. Just keep this motor in there. See if we can get a little dial more, and we're going to get this thing ripping. I need to get this thing out in the open field, up to my brass spot, and just rip ass on this Nova with this Triton pipe on the Mugen. Just smash on it. Because it can handle it, man. It wants to go, man, but I don't got enough room on this street, man. I'm not even pinning it full throttle. I'm only getting 3/4 throttle. You guys see me running here. I can't pin the throttle with this thing because I don't got enough room. And I'm only running a 14. This thing wants to scream. I got a 14 pinion, 4-shoe clutch, max life clutch, 2 max life clutches, and 2 serpent clutches. I mix them. Medium springs. And I'm running a stock Mugen. I think it's a 43 spur. That's it. Okay? And this thing is hooking up like a tow truck. So anyway, run street tires. Find some people that run Badlands. Unless you got money coming out your butt. And I don't recommend this to any newbies. Those Badlands are $60 for a set of them. And they're very hard to get. They don't make them anymore. So think twice before you run them out in the street. Mine never touch the concrete except when I go to my brow spots a little bit on that pavement. But other than that, I see people running Badlands on the street. You're not too bright. I mean, like I said, I mean, you might not be a big deal to you, but I don't promote that to anybody. Listen, let me clear the record here. I don't ever promote beating your shit down, ever saying, hey, you know what, if you blow it up, so what, you'll buy a new one. Hey, you know what, oh well, if I mess it up, I'll just buy another. I will never say that on my channel. I never have, and I never will. And there's people out there that do that. Oh, well, yeah, if this happens, I'll just buy another one. And I see people running Badlands on the concrete. That is just idiotic. Plain and simple. On a tire that they don't make anymore? They discontinued? That's like taking a discontinued vehicle, like a 4.0, or like a Muggy, and jumping it, you know, off a roof and trying to bust some shit. You're stupid. That's crazy, man. That's ignorance, man. So if you're a newbie, don't do as people do. Do as they say, you know? Because a lot of people do dumb stuff, and, you know, I don't know why, but I'm never going to do that. I told my Badlands, and they're, like I said, they're hard to get. I'll never run them things in the street. Hell, no. I'll run my cheap Chinaman tires and burn those $40 tires I have and run those things in the ground. But I'm never going to run my You'll never see me run Badlands up and down my street. Never. That's not very bright. Okay? You know, and another thing too, running your motors and you know, take care of your stuff, people. I don't know how many times I got to tell people. Maintain, upkeep your stuff, man. It'll last so much longer. You'll have so many less headaches, okay, if you just take care of it. All right, so anyway, we're going to run this thing again. You know, this is look at the head on this thing, man. Dang. I wish I would never, the first time this happened on my XDM, because you know the XTM doesn't have a wing on it, and I had it without the body on it, and this is what happened. Pissed me off. If I can find another just the head, and they're probably like 60 bucks, I would buy one just to replace the head, because I hate having a scratch head. But this is my beater motor now. I still take care of it. I still maintain it, you know, but it's scratched now. You know, I'm just going to use it. It's a stalker, my only stalker that I have, you know, but it's not no scrub motor, okay, because it's got the ceramic bearings in it, and it's got the DLC coated crank. So this thing is McNasty. This is just nastiness. For the stock motor, it's perfect. For this thing, it's perfect. You can go ahead and run modified motors, and I ran the Pico in here, and it's nasty too. But as far as it's still somewhat controllable, and you guys seen it, this thing is just like a freaking squirrel. This is probably enough. No more than this. Aroma 0.25, this will spank that ass. This stock 28.8 with the ceramic bearings DLC coated crank, this will even spank the ass of a modded Aroma 0.25, more than likely. I don't know, I'd have to try it. I just was suggested by Rick at RB Mods not to get, because I was going to get the Roma, you know, and I wanted to get it. I asked Rick about it. Rick said he doesn't recommend it because they discontinued it, and you can't get parts for it. Parts are going to be hard to find. So when they discontinue a motor and there's not a lot of parts for it, Rick doesn't recommend buying it. So that's why I never got a Roma. I still want to get one, but I don't know. You know, I'm just going with what a professional 20-year veteran of modding motors told me. And Rick has them, I think, still. He sells them. Because I hit him up. I say, hey, Rick, what? He said, it's an awesome motor, man. Great motor and everything. He goes, I just don't recommend it because they discontinued it. And there's no parts for it. You know, I mean, there's not many parts for it, or they'll be hard to find. So I was like, okay. I just wanted to ask. Good enough for me. So that's why I never got one. So anyway, that's all I got, people. It's getting dark. Let's get in. We'll do a video later on. I don't know. Maybe maybe this would be it for the video. I don't need to do another video. I got to clean some shit up. I got to get the Mugen ready. I want to run the Mugen MBX7 with the Pico in it. I love that Pico motor, man. I want to run that Pico some more. I almost want to put the Reds back in here, but man, I still want to run this thing. So at the least tomorrow, we're going to suit and boot this thing up for all-terrain purposes, and we're going to rip the same motor, same setup, everything. Because I want to really just run this 28.8 Rex Legend hardcore out in the open field, some grass, dirt, whatever, and just really try to get her even more down. She's running okay. I think I can get a little bit more out of her, but it's getting late. I don't want to run in the dark. So anyway, that's all I got. So that's 3 servos that went out on the Muggy. We had 2 sav boxes and a high tech. So the Techno is down for now until I get new servos. The XTM is down for now until I get next 2 servos. So we got the Mugens. How fitting, huh? My 2 Mugens are the last whip standing. The Mugen MBX buggy and my Truggy are good to go. So we're gonna rip this Nova and maybe, not promising anything, maybe rip the Pico P3 nasty .28 modded by RB Mods. We're gonna rip that sucker in the MBX7 Mugen 7T Truggy. So we're going to get maybe some double Mugen action tomorrow. So anyway, catch you guys later. Everybody, you have a great weekend. Spend time with the fam. You know, remember, this isn't that serious. It's not more important than your family. Family is number 1. Okay, family is more important than this stuff. Okay, so anyway, that's all I got. And remember, man, if you're not running your shit, set your piston bottom dead center. Don't be keeping your shit lodged up in your sleeve and jacking it up. And also, another thing, too. Do whatever makes you happy. Do you. Do what floats your boat. Don't go by what I say. Don't go by, you know, how I do things. This is just me. This is how I do things. This is what works for the Muggy. Okay? It doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody. Okay? So, that, you know, whatever you can learn from me or I can teach you, you know, take it. Whatever you can't, leave it. And that's what I do with anybody. Like I said before, some of the people that I hated the most in this industry, I learned the most from. I mean, hated, like, with a passion. But I learned more from those people than other people, because I learned to just put personal feelings and personal shit aside and just take it for what they are. That this person, whoever it might be, knows their shit. Let me learn what I can from them, regardless how they are, or how they talk, or how they come across, or whatever. Who gives a shit? And that's the way I've always learned from everybody, whether I like them or not. And that's why I got to where I'm at. So anyway, that's all I got, people. Like I said, again, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat, you know, don't take my opinion, don't take my word, do your homework, do your research. So that's all I got, people. Stay tuned for more of this badass next level, okay? So no scrub, no rookie or scrub shit. This is next level shit, okay? Peace.